The Bible app, Exodus, the 14th chapter. We'll read 2 verses of scripture. We're going to get in and get out. Somebody look at somebody and say, we're going to get in and get out.
We're going to get in and get out.
Just smile at your neighbor while you find him. Or just smile at him, look at him, just say, I love you, neighbor.
Love you, neighbor.
It's good to see you. Exodus 14, 21. A very familiar passage. For some reason, God has me here. He had me in this Moses study for a season. Let's read it. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea. And the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. Somebody say divided.
Divided.
And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of his word. God got us right there. You may be seated on your way to your seat. Once again, just smile at somebody. Tell them you love them. Got a little feedback up here from mine. Look at this. This is going to be good. I promise y'all, I feel good. I feel like preaching this morning. I'm feeling all right.
Amen.
How many just need a word today? How many just, man, it's been an all right week, but it could have been better, man. I just need a word. I need to hear from God. That's where I am. I need to hear from God. This message is going to come straight to me. I promise you. I ain't just preaching to the choir today. Just repeat this after me. Say, I'm not where I want to be.
I'm not where I want to be.
But I'm not where I used to be.
But I'm not where I used to be.
Today's message, if I had to give it a title, would be called The 7th Inning Stretch. The 7th inning stretch. I got any baseball fans in here that know what the 7th inning stretch is? Okay, y'all, we all football and basketball on here. But the 7th inning stretch, for those who don't know, y'all know the song, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack, I don't care. I'm gonna get you an extra piece of chicken today, Josh. Okay, we got it. No, I'm gonna have some fun, but look, let me say this. The 7th inning stretch, if you know that, it originated, what happened was in baseball, there are 9 innings, and when they got to what we would call the 4th quarter or the last quarter of the baseball game, they would take the 7th inning, stand up, stretch their muscle a little bit, sing their song, and prepare for the rest of the game. But what most people don't understand is in the 7th inning, the teams knew that we got to turn up the heat right here. The teams knew that right now in the 7th inning, where we can say the game is almost over, that's when most baseball teams play their best baseball. After the 7th inning. So at some point, the 7th inning stretch became a popular thing, and it became something that every baseball team began to do in Major League Baseball. So look at somebody, just say, stretch me. Stretch me, stretch me. The 7th inning stretch. The 7th inning stretch. Here we are. First point, stretch marks. Stretch marks. Stretch marks. Somebody say, keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Now we know what stretch marks are, and I'm not here, but they do signify growth. They do signify being stretched to birth something out. Come on, somebody. We know what stretch marks really mean. But Exodus 14:21 says, and Moses did what? Stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night. Now check this out. There's some things that God has for you that you won't get unless you stretch. I need y'all to hear this today, because we right here, we are what I call in the 4th quarter of this year. Some of us declared at the beginning of this year, we wrote down some visions in that vision box, and we said this is going to be the year of expansion. And guess what? It's still 2017, and it's still the year of expansion, meaning that God still needs to stretch you to get you to cover more territory. Come on, talk to me today. Right? I ain't going to be up here long, but I want y'all to get this, and this is going to be good. There are some things that God has for you that you won't get unless you stretch. And tell me, I'm going to tell you, it hurts when you stretch. It hurt. Man, you feel like you're about to pull a muscle. Tell the truth. Sometimes when you stretch, man, you feel like you're about to pull something out of socket. You about to break because you got to get over here and pull this. And anybody trying to pull some clothes in, they got too big in, and you got to stretch a little bit and start to hurt a little bit. Come on, sometimes stretching hurts, but it's purposeful. Hear me? Stretching can hurt. It can pull on you, but hear me. Let me tell you this. There was a time, my daughter, I don't know if she's still in here, but I remember she was hanging with her friend, Deshari. Deshari was really big and tumbling. She was in gymnastics, and she was trying to learn how to do splits. Deshari already knew how to do the split. Deshawn was like, she would come over my house, same age as my little girl, and just whoop, hit the floor, hit the split, and mine would be trying, and she'd be like, Daddy, look. I'm like, that's still like a little upside down V. But you get in there, baby, keep on going. She's like, Daddy, I want to learn how to hit a split. Daddy, what I got to do? Daddy, I really want to get down there. I want to learn how to do it, man. I said, baby girl, you got to stretch. And God, some of us are right there. We be like, God, help me understand how I can get where I want to go, how I can accomplish some things I want to do, how I can be in the place I want to be in. And God said, baby girl, hey, little boy, you need to stretch. Somebody needs to stretch. Somebody say stretch. Stretch, man. You got to go past where it hurts. You got to go just that inch, just 2 more inches past where it hurts before God can really pull you to your purpose. Listen, when I played basketball, once again, we talk about the third quarter is ending. The third quarter of this year is ending, and some of us have given up on our goals. Some of us have missed opportunities. Some of us have been stressed out, and we're like, man, this is going to be another year. We get ready to start off in 20. This is when you need to turn up your heat and push all the way through, because there's still some purpose in you. There's still some goals you need to accomplish. There's still some things you need to do. So when I played basketball, when the third quarter ended, you can attest to this, any sports player, football, basketball, soccer, it doesn't matter. When the third quarter ends, usually what happens is the team gets together and begins to do a group stretch. Sometimes God will call you to do a corporate stretch with the people that's around you. What ended up happening is we would say, look, we get ready for our game next, and the game in front of us is in the fourth quarter. It's time to start stretching. So we get together and we start stretching, man. Let's tell you this, Moses was in the third quarter. Moses knew at that point, Moses knew that God had already done it. God had brought them through the plagues, and he delivered them from Israel, and God got to the fourth quarter, and what he had to do says, Moses did what? He stretched out his hand over the sea. What would have happened in the fourth quarter if Moses didn't stretch? We're going to get there, I promise you. Many of us are in the third quarter and afraid to stretch. We're coming around that third base, and all we got to do is push on home, but we're afraid to stretch. Moses understood that God had already done it. Some of us need to understand that God has already done enough to understand that he can get us to do even more. God has already done enough. The last time you were hungry, you ate dinner. Come on, somebody. The last time you were thirsty, he got you something to drink. The last time you were broke, that bill still got paid. Come on, last time you were in foreclosure, you still found somewhere to live. How many of you know God's got a track record, man? We don't have to be afraid to do anything. When God calls you to do it, begin to stretch for it. Don't be afraid. And it ain't too late. Come on, I'm talking. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. Many of you are in the third quarter afraid, man. You're afraid, man. There's some places you want to. There's some places you want to go, some things you want to see, some goals you want to accomplish, some visions you want to pull out of purpose and make happen and see come to pass. But God says you won't get there without stretching. Oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, man. Look at somebody say, my pain is purposeful.
My pain is purposeful.
There's always going to be a fight. That's why I say keep fighting. That's where the stretch marks come from. There's going to always be a fight. Let me say this. In this instance, the sea that they came to when Moses put out his stick, the sea was not their friend. The sea was not fighting on Team Moses, Team Israelites. The sea was not on their side. The sea was actually a wall. The sea was minding his own business, and the chariots were following. And Moses was like, what am I going to do? How are we going to get out of this? I'm trapped on this side because it's not on my team, and I'm trapped with these chariots because they chasing me. What am I going to do? God said, stretch. I'm telling you today, stretch. Stretch when it doesn't make sense. You need to begin to stretch in this place. 3D, we need to begin to stretch. Hear me, somebody just say life happens.
Life happens.
Life happens. As long as you're alive, life will happen. You're going to run into, you will think you done won something. You'll think you done got out of the cliff. God, it's all peaceful now. It's all great now. And then before you know it, here comes life again. Man, anybody just ever been happy, smooth sailing, and then you get a flat tire? Ain't that the worst? A flat tire? Like, out of all the days you roll over there, and then you did it because you knew you was rolling over some stuff you ain't had no business rolling over. But at the end of the day, God is saying stretch past your situation and your circumstance. Let me say this too. Another thing is going to always be opposition is because just because people can't see it doesn't mean God's word isn't true in your life. Just because people can't see the purpose that's on you doesn't mean you're not called by God to do it. Because it may look stupid to somebody else does not mean that it's not purposeful in your life. Man, you saying some people don't believe. Some people don't believe. So what? God, people around me don't believe in me. God, help me. I got more people against me than it's for me. God, this Red Sea is in front of me. God says, so what? Stretch.
My God.
It was a stretch, man. It was a stretch. Like, there are many instances in your life, and in the Bible, period, where there was stretch. It was a stretch when David had to fight Goliath. Talk to me. It was a stretch when Abraham had to believe God for a child when he was 100. It was a stretch with Daniel in the lions. It was a stretch with the 3 Hebrew boys. Come on, it was a stretch. Every testimony in the Bible was a stretching moment. You want to see God move in your life, you got to begin to stretch. You got to begin to stretch. When God begins to stretch you, your desire to win will get stronger. You don't want to lose anymore. No longer will you be defined by where you come from. Hear me, somebody. No longer will you be looked at and judged by the street you grew up on, the neighborhood you from. No longer will you be considered a statistic or a demographic. You'll begin to speak and walk in the things of God because you just got a desire to win. You won't have to be a stripper when you grow up because your sister was a stripper. You ain't got to do that. I'm just talking, I don't know who I'm talking to today. Yeah, but you've been called to a higher calling. You don't have to be living in Section 8. Come on, somebody. Can I step on a couple of toes right quick? You don't need food stamps.
Amen.
You won't be defined by where you come from. Y'all don't do nothing but sell them anyway. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Y'all be getting them stamps. Y'all be selling them. I can get 70 for 100. 100 for 70. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all sell them stamps, man. I need some food, boy. Y'all can sell me some. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I'm the pastor. I need some stamps, y'all. I didn't say that. Can we put that on the screen? Pastor needs some stamps. You won't look like where you come from because God's going to make you look like where you're going. Hear me? Many of us aren't reaching our God destinations. Guess why? Because we're not dressed for the occasion. I'm preaching today. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. I got you. It's okay. I get it. You can't chew with your mouth full. You can't talk with your mouth full. I get it. You ain't gonna talk back to me. But what I'm saying, man, you ain't getting to your God destination because you're not dressed for the occasion. There's no access for you because you're not in position to get inside. Now you gotta have a desire to be better. You gotta have a desire to stretch. You gotta have a desire to see your life upgraded. You gotta have a desire to be better. Next point, stretching opens up things.
Preach.
Stretching opens things. You must have a desire. When you stretch, things open. Look, somebody say, when you stretch, things open.
Things open.
Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. The waters opened up. When you stretch, things have to open for you because you're going past a boundary. You're stretching past a limitation, a limit, a boundary or a perimeter. You're breaking free. So things have to open up when you stretch. I'm preaching better than some of y'all get it. Either y'all get it or y'all can't say that, but somebody needs to be praying for God to open some things up today. Come on. You need to be praying to God open up your thoughts a little bit. You need to pray to God begin to stretch your mindset so you can do better. You need to be praying to God to stretch your energy and stretch your longevity through your days. Some things will begin to open up because you start stretching.
Receive it, Lord.
Stretch your thoughts. Let me tell you why, because I don't want to be 41 talking about, man, I sure could have been better at 31. I don't want to be 41 and 51 talking about how good I could have been at 41. I want to be where I need to be right now in this season. I don't need to miss no more opportunities. God has set you up right now for success, for greatness, with what you already got. Somebody needs to be faithful about you so he can make you ruler over there. Talk to me. So let me tell you, man. Look, somebody will take the same life you got right now, the same exact bank account you got right now, and flip it. Talk to me. Somebody take the same opportunity, the same talent, the same level of living that you live on, and make that thing happen. Man, you need to start to stretch your mind and say, God, I need vision. I need vision. God, you've given me enough of what I already got to do it, but God, I need the vision to know how to maximize and expand so you can begin to stretch me to my purpose. Somebody please stretch. Stretch. Expansion means going past boundaries, y'all. Going past boundaries. Someone needs to be praying right now for fresh vision. Because when vision meets provision, ain't nothing that can happen. Ain't nothing that can't happen. One thing about life is, and God will give you vision. And you think he won't have enough provision to make it happen. But what really happens is God wants to see what you'll do with a little bit before he can bless you with the few. He said, be faithful over few. I really want y'all to get this, because somebody really would take that same wife you got and know how to treat her, brother. I'm just telling the truth. Somebody take that same husband, I ain't leaving y'all out, and know how to cook him a good meal tonight, rub that back and something them your home.